What's going on YouTube? Tasmania Hut Adventures. Tasmanian Hut Adventures. I have to get used to that. Thanks for tuning in for another adventure. Heading towards, we're out in Central Plateau, heading towards Bulls Hill. There's an old shepherd's hut out there that collapsed. Haven't seen much info about it. Couldn't find any info about it, but I was reading an article about how someone came in this area back in the 90s with their father when they were trapping and snaring, and they said that they used to camp up on this Bull Hill, and it said that shepherds used to go past with sheep and cattle when they were grazing up here in the Central Plateau. Now, what I can see from the map resource that I look at, you can see how the hut's been collapsed, but there's either a toilet or a woodshed standing next to it, still standing. So I wouldn't mind getting out here and checking out the area. And obviously there's no hut there, but seeing the remnants of an old hut. Maybe I could show some of the MHPS members, and they might be able to give me some history, some story, background, etc. Weather's been pretty nice today. I'm pretty happy with that. It's just a bit cloudy, a little bit windy. There's no rain, that's the main thing. And not 100k winds. Now, this little article that I'm about to read you before I get up here to the spot. It said in 1960 my uncle Fred Sharman decided to take me to assist with snaring in the Central Highlands. We used to camp at Bull Hill. Bull Hut was one room with a galvanised iron roof, timber walls and a brick chimney. We also had a tent camp in Pine Valley on a nice piece of grassy land beside a big rock about 6 feet wide and high. We faced the tent backwards in the rock, but built between the fire, between the rock and the tent, so as to get the most out of the fire. We put bows over the tent to stop snowing crushing it. We had to keep the fire burning all night in our Pine Valley camp, otherwise it was too cold to sleep. Now, I'm not sure about Pine Valley because I'm thinking about the overland track Pine Valley. There must be a Pine Valley out here that they call. Back in 1960. Used to run about 1,000 to 1,500 snares. Would carry 4 until we got another couple. We used to skin our possums as we checked the snares. We'd carry fur until we got another couple, then skin up. We'd peg them out in the inside of our camp using 2 1/4 inch flathead nails. We used 54 nails for each skin and a short handled hammer. Now, in relation to the bloke that we found, you mentioned in the newsletter story, it was on the 8th of July 1960 we were walking back to our Pine Valley tent at about 2:30 in the afternoon. It was a beautiful sunny day when I trod on something in the snow. That day, when I tried something, I looked down and said to Fred, "I've just trod on a human jawbone." The jawbone had doubled up over the toe of my foot. We then started to search the area, and within about 2 yards we found the rest of the bones. A 3/4 length leather coat which had almost rotted away, and a Beretta 12 gauge shotgun, single barrel. The gun stock had started to rot. The deceased owner, I just lost it. Deceased owner had used the leather belt of his coat as a gun belt, and where the leather was around the stock, the wood was almost perfect. In his coat pocket there were 7 brass cartridge ends. 3 had been shot off and 4 hadn't been used. there was also one half-eaten gumboot. When the police came up, Sergeant Reg Tilliard first took the gun and hit it around a tree stump 3 times. Finally it broke open and he checked the chamber, but there was no cartridge. This ruled out suicide. We found out that the remains had belonged to a 24-year-old Italian bloke who had been working at Bronte Park. He purchased the gun from Boone's store at Bronte the day before he went missing. Boone's had purchased it from Roger Sculthorpe in Launceston. Roger had the serial number, which turned out to be the only way police could identify his body. After the inquest at Deloraine, the Italian consul in Canberra took possession of the remains and sent them back to the man's family or mother in Italy, where he was then buried. He'd been missing for 7 years. It was a million to 1 chance that we found him, because it was the only time we walked that way. It wasn't our normal track. How would you be? This is coming from a news article from back in, well, it says 1999, stocking of the Western Lakes. Tony Woodley carrying the fish on their way to Third Lagoon. So here's the picture of the gun. I'm not sure if you could see that. The gun in question, a key to identifying the human remains. That's the single barrel shotgun, or the Beretta 12 gauge. And then some old fishing blokes at the old Thousand Lakes Lodge, or where the Thousand Lakes Lodge is now. So how's that for a story? Bloke was missing for 7 years, and these trappers and snarers trod in the wrong spot, or walking the wrong way, and they trod on the remains of the Italian bloke that was missing. Pretty mad. 1960, I think it said. Which is pretty cool. So yeah, and you got lost out here somewhere. Wherever Pine Valley is, behind Bull Hill or something, it must be. That's where they found him. Bit of historical information. Alright, let's get to Bull Hill and I'll show you the remains of the hut and whatever the shed or the wood shed or toilet is that's standing there. Tick that off the bucket list. Gee, I would have loved to have been here a few weeks ago when the scaparia was all flowering. I've just missed it. Cool. Alright, just to conclude a little bit more about that story that we were just talking about. This is the Great Pine Tier. So they've had a little camp in the valley in there somewhere. That's why they called it Pine Valley, I reckon. I think this is Bull Hill just here. Only about 5-10 minutes away. I just looked on my map. Great Pine Tier runs all the way down here. Keep on trekking, almost there. The old fence. Well, that goes to Great Pine Tier, and this goes to Bull Hill. So peaceful out here. Oh, not far. I think I've got to go back up that way and go off track, go through the bush. It's just taking me away from the spot where I want to go. Looks like I'm going to have to go through this bush to get it. I think it's just up here. I didn't see any turn-offs either. Not unless that other track comes up to it. Little track here, but I think it's a... Yeah. I think I might go back down to that fence post and come back up the other side. I'm going to go bushwhacking through that. Looks like 100 metres there. I could wing it. Bush bashing. The worst thing is about bush bashing is these bloody spider webs. Right, where are you, hut? Where are you, hut? There's a post there. Fence here. Must be in here. Gotta be here. Where are we? It's over this way. Oh yep, I see it. Ew! So maybe that road that runs up here does come to this old hut site. That stuff's prickly too. See the shed or something, so I know it's up here. I know where that road is. There's the old shed. Looks like a barn shed. That looks pretty cool. Spider web. Is that the hut? Looks like a hut. Oh, cool. We're here. Ah, there it is. Old tins and bottles. Okay, so that must have been the major... Oh shit, it's everywhere. Well, welcome to Bull Hill Hut. It's the old Shepard's hut. Yeah, they're old school nails. This must have been the original one. What a shame. On the old bed. That's sheepskin. Looks like sheepskin or foam or something on there. No, it's not. Yeah, it looks like sheepskin. Well, what a shame. Wonder what happened here. A fry pan, a pot, old bed frame. Yeah, cool. I wonder what happened here. Wait. How'd they have power out here? It's a switch. A light switch. How'd they have power out here? No way. Let's have a look in here. Like an old woodshed or something. Yeah, look, they ain't got power there too. For the lights. Oh. People graffitiing on shit from 1980. '80, 2012, 2023. Some 12-year-old was here. Look, look at that. How do they have power? No way. Well, this was a shepherd's home. Oh, big spider web. Old pan. That's cool. Well, there's not much here to show you and talk about, but just find old stuff just sitting around. An old pot. Cast iron scattered everywhere. That would have been a chimney, that rock wall, I reckon. I wonder if someone's kicked it down and just ruined it and smashed it. Someone's collected bottles here. The old tins, like the old this thing here's cool. Oh, this would have been a great place to stay. If it was still going, still standing. Been a wicked little spot. It's awesome. Sounds like an old wheel. That's old school. That's cool. Now are these old? Yep. Probably of a Tasmanian bottle coat. This one. Tasmanian bottle coat. Look at the difference. They're pretty cool. What was in that whiskey? The cork's in there with a lot of junk. Oh, that one's cool. Still got the lid on it. Wonder if I can crack it and drink. Like that time at Yakadanda Hut. With the whiskey or bourbon or whatever it was. Ah, well. I knew it was going to be something like this, but oh well. Bull Hill Hut. Remains of it. Take some photos. Show the members. Leave me a like. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you know that when I've been out for a hike and I've done some exploring and found some new huts. And thanks for supporting the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Next one. Oh God. So peaceful. It's awesome spot here.